Good morning, and how are you? I hope you're doing fine this weekend. Now, I know weekend is supposed to be different, but I haven't really been keeping up with my subjects, which I promised to cover in the week. But not to worry, next week is going to be really powerful, information regarding Islam. I've sort of fathomed something disturbing about Islam, something powerful, and so next week I'll be focusing on exposing, what Islam don't want you to know. However, dealing with Islam, Louis Farrakhan, as you know, is a Muslim, and it suddenly struck me that I don't know any cultures where to justify the rape or abuse of women is actually endorsed, apart from the black community, which are Muslims. If you're a black Muslim, you can guarantee that you will endorse this kind of filthy religious and cultural lifestyle, because it is divinely, endorsed. And thus, it brings me back to the 1930s, I believe, around about there, where we had the birth of the Nation of Islam, and Malcolm X came on the scene, when he was converted, quote unquote, imprisoned by some con artists, cons. However, Malcolm X, being a fine gentleman that he is, Malcolm X being a man of integrity, a real strong black man, when he found out that black women were, or black girls, I should say, black girls were, being raped and ravished, abused by Elijah Muhammad, Malcolm X could not continue in such a filthy organization. He could not continue. And thus his good conscience pricked him, tormented him day and night. How can you claim you love black women and yet you rape them? You impregnated, I think it was 9 black women? It doesn't make sense. You're telling black men, be good fathers, stand up with integrity. Stand up, eat to live, and yet you raped, abused, exploited, manipulated young black toddlers, young black girls. The same thing the black organizations do today. They abuse women, they abuse black women, and they call it black consciousness, they call it black history. And yet you don't see any black women living in mansions, living in castles, living in manors. You don't see no black man building an empire for his black woman. Yet he will brainwash her. Oh, be bitter, be angry, oh, kill the white man. So the black woman is reared like a bull, like a beast, to be angry, to have no love, to have no peace, to have no romance. And thus she's breed like a cattle, to bear children, to be brutalized and raped in the name of Islam, in the name of black culture, in the name of black consciousness, in the name of the black community. And it's no wonder that when black women are abused by black men, seldom do they report it to the police. Why? Because they're seen as sellouts. This system, the black man, is divided so well. If only the black man had used that same intelligence and built a black business. If only that black man used that same evil and built a black woman an empire. If only the black man had turned his big dick into a money building empire, he could have stood up on giants. He could have stood up on the shoulders of the world and be counted as civilized. Malcolm X did nothing wrong. Malcolm X did not sell out the teachings of Elijah Muhammad. He did not. In fact, Elijah Muhammad was inspired by Fard Muhammad. Fard Muhammad was inspired by the Temple of Moors. And even there were murders. In the Temple of Moors, murders and blackmail. Anything black men touch becomes perverted. You look at Africa and you can see that. But this Elijah Muhammad, his teachings, Malcolm X did not betray him. In fact, when the media was trying to stoke up division between Malcolm X and his former teachers, Malcolm X would not, if you like, grass up on his teachers. The only thing Malcolm X said was that here was a so-called moral black leader, a so-called divine man of God, a so-called man moved by the Spirit. He was told he was God in the flesh, what Father Muhammad was, and he was his successor. And with all that, his big dick did more talking than his mouth. His big dick did more walking and running and organizing than his blinking deeds. His big dick was a big dick empire. And no wonder the black men today follow suit, like fathers, like sons. You show me the father and I'll show you the son. And when black men are influenced by people like that, it's no wonder we have a big dick dirty culture. They only do what their fathers did. Elijah Muhammad. Now, before you call me names, please refute my arguments. What did Malcolm X did? The only crime that he did was to stand up for the black woman. Stop raping her. Stop abusing her. Marry her. Treat her right. Give her a kingdom. Make her compete with the white princesses. Make her compete and help her compete with the white world. But a black man wants to breed her like a bull. He wants to breed her until there's no life in her left. And then he reshaped himself. I know what I'll do. I'll continue to abuse her, but I'll do it under a smokescreen of black consciousness. Teach her black history. Separate her from the world so she can't compete with the best. I'm only speaking the truth. I've never known any black militant leader that's ever opened a bank, that's ever opened a business, that's ever empowered economically, scientifically any black person. I've had groups on Facebook. I've interacted with every hardcore black groups. Nothing more than a bunch of savages. And that's why Africa is in the state that she's in today. We have big dicks crawling around like ants, confused, don't know where the hell they're going. And it's no wonder the black woman has given up on the big dick, because the big dick can't create you a nice home. The big dick can't create you an empire. The big dick can't give you integrity. The big dick has no honor. The big dick has no integrity. The big dick was born to be a dick. That's all he knows. And that's why the black man has no shame. When you have a big dick leader, you create a big dick nation. I'm gonna have some coffee after that big dick talk. For that big dick talk, I need a drink. I've noticed my title, my Lord title. Can you see it? Believe it or not, I am a Lord legally. I'll show you all my papers. So do call me Lord Jijat from now on. I promise you, I am a Lord. I promise, I'm not lying. I am a Lord. I'll show my paperwork, but obviously I'll cross out, certain things. But I'll show my documents, and you'll see I'm a Lord. So do call me Lord Jijat. Right, but back to the serious conversation, right? Malcolm X did not do anything wrong other than stood up for black women. That's all he did. He was a man of integrity. When he became a Muslim, quote unquote, he took it seriously. If only Malcolm X was alive today, he'd become a Christian. When he finds out what Muhammad got up to, if he read with the Pugwaris, the Hadiths, and indeed read the Quran, not read the Moors, if he had really understood Islam, Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, all these great black men, they would have become Christians. That's my next video. But they were brainwashed. They weren't well read. As much as I love them, they weren't well read. That's why you'll never see me step a foot into a mosque. Never! Unless I debate them in there. Dirty, racist religion. But Louis Farrakhan, he condemned Malcolm X for dare speaking out against the rape and abuse of black women. The Black Women Nation of Islam, you look at them, they're not all there. You cannot be a part of an all-male oppressive environment and be all there. It's impossible. You got screws. You got stand there. Yeah. When he made up his white people trying to assassinate him, and when he told him, look at the black women in the audience, you don't believe me? Look at Nation of Islam's video and look at the black women. They're not all there. They know something is wrong. All these Nation of Islam, all these black men are all single. You think this is run by a black homosexual cult? You got strong black women, beautiful. Oh, where's my passport? Where's my passport? I'm coming to America. Beautiful black women. And yet the black men won't marry them and create beautiful children. You begin to realize something don't add up. Homosexuality happens in prison. They come out still homosexuals and they can't create natural relationship with women. And that's what's wrong with the Nation of Islam. Most of them are thugs, rapists, murderers, and the Bible says you can't bear good fruit from animals. And that's why Nation of Islam, they have a history of killing black people, threatening black people. They're no different than Mugabe. No goddamn different. Black people, they're good at that. Threatening and killing each other. That is why don't you open a bank? You can't do that. That's beyond your big dick. Malcolm X did nothing wrong. He did not go against the teachings of Elijah Muhammad. He just realized that he was lied to. The man was a fake. He was not genuine. And you black sisters, you owe it to yourself. If you're inside the Nation of Islam, question, why are all these so-called strong black men single? Why are they not creating a business? Why? It doesn't add up. Why don't they give you a palace like the white women have a palace? Why do they give you a manor? Why don't they give you a good life like the white women have a good life? They want to keep you hungry. They want to keep you bitter. They want to keep you in poverty. They want to keep you in Detroit. They want to keep you in Chicago. You asked, why don't they put you on a pedestal and make the world bow down to you if that black man loves you so much?
God has made me a better man for you than Malcolm X. I'm standing where Malcolm would have stood if he had the character to stand where I'm standing. And frankly, it ain't none of your business. What have you got to say about it? Did you teach Malcolm? Did you make Malcolm? Did you clean up Malcolm? Did you put Malcolm out before the world? Was Malcolm your traitor or was he ours? And if we dealt with him like a nation deals with a traitor, what the hell business is it of yours? You just shut your mouth and stay out of it.